All right, this may be your first time hearing my voice, but what I need you to do right now before we even get into it is just bookmark this video. This is my first video on TikTok, so I don't know if you bookmark, save it, whatever you gotta do, save it. I guarantee you will come back to this pretty quickly, probably within less than a year, but don't quote me on that one. But you can quote me on is if you are a homeowner, a renter, or whatever, and you have homeowners or renters insurance, you need to call your agent right now and tell them that you would like to add earthquake coverage to your policy. I guarantee you're going to be thankful you came across this video. If you're hearing this, this is a warning to you. I've been hearing for the last couple of weeks to build an ark, which of course I didn't start building no ark, but it's just been coming up in my spirit, and I'm just thinking, like, pondering on that. Boom, all these floods. And last night as I was laying here, I just heard earthquakes are about to become commonplace. And I'm actually a licensed insurance agent. I don't sell insurance now, but I am licensed. And the one thing I do remember when I wrote home insurance policies is earthquake coverage is not standard on a policy. And on that note, you might want to go ahead and call your insurance agent and just ask them to go over the policy with you. And just tell them, hey, if you don't understand, if you don't know what you signed up for, you might want to ask them to go with your homeowners or renters policy step by step, because a lot of people think that they're properly covered and they're not. I remember when I bought my house, I ended up going with the agency that I work with, but I thank God that I knew beforehand, like, what type policy should be on there. Like water backup and sewer, your deductible. A lot of people think they have $1,000 deductible, and they don't find out until they experience some type of loss, a covered loss, that boom, I have a $2,000 deductible, or I have a percentage of the face value of my account deductible. So that can be up to $5,000, $10,000, meaning you're going to have to pay that before your insurance fully covers your loss. Well, they won't. So yeah, that's my two-piece. Again, just look at the name of the account. You don't need to see my face to get this wisdom or this knowledge, but I'm telling you right now, don't let this video pass you by. But before you go sliding up to the next video, just take a second, stop just mindlessly scrolling, and call your insurance agent. I can guarantee you that you do, unless you add, earthquake coverage is considered a rider, meaning if you call up your insurance company and say, hey, I'm buying a house or I'm about to rent, I'm required to get homeowners or renters insurance, they're going to sell you a policy. You probably get a wonderful rate because those policies aren't generally like very expensive. But earthquake coverage is literally a rider on there. That is one of those things that you have to specifically ask for. So people, imagine an earthquake happens and you have damage that can split your house in two. And so again, call and add those coverages, and also tell your agent you want to go through your policy with them. Make sure that you're properly covered. Don't wait until a flood happens or there's some big loss and you realize, dang, I don't even have flood insurance on my house. That's another thing you might want to talk to them about, because flood insurance, like certain areas, you have to have flood insurance because the floods are common there. But a lot of places are not in flood zones. A lot of policies do not have that coverage. And if they do, the deductible is outrageously high. So if you're not prepared right now, at this very second, I don't mean tomorrow, because look what happened in Texas, to pay out $5,000 or $10,000 off the rip, you might want to call your insurance agency right now. You're paying for that policy. Listen, you'll be paying way more. So I can go on and on about that, but I can guarantee you one thing. If you don't save this video, you're going to be trying to find it. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I heard the video about this. What was that person's name? What was the account's name? So just go ahead and save it. I guarantee you're going to come back to it, because earthquakes are about to become a commonplace around here. Earthquakes, floods, crazy weather is about to become common. So before that happens, you definitely need to add that coverage for two reasons. One, because you need it. Imagine an earthquake and your policy doesn't even cover earthquakes. So that means you have irreparable damage to your home, and you literally can't do anything about it. Your insurance agent is going to be like, oh well, and they're going to be happy that it was an earthquake. And another reason why is that when these things begin to happen, policy rates are going to skyrocket like crazy. So just make sure you get it done now before you need it, even if you have time to add it later when it starts happening in a lot of places, and you call your insurance agent then and say you want to do it. Oh yeah, it's going to run you a lot more, because they're going to realize, hey, yeah, this is happening a lot, and they don't want to cover those losses. They want to tell you, hey, this loss isn't covered. So I'm 100% sure about earthquakes coverage not being on there unless you added it. I'm like 90 something percent sure that most homes, unless you live in a flood zone, don't have flood insurance. I believe it's just water and sewer backup. And I haven't worked in property and casualty in like 4 years. So again, I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, don't scroll past this. Click your home button. Click your phone button. Call your insurance company. And if you don't have insurance at all, you better get to calling somebody. Because just think about, look around your house, look around your room and everything that you have. Look at the phone that you're watching this on, or the TV, whatever. If that gets damaged and broken, you're going to need to replace that. And unless you are prepared, which some people are, to kick out, I don't know, 10, 20, 50, $100,000 to replace every single items down to your panties in your house, your pots, your pans, your forks, your knives, you need to get insurance. So what we gonna do? Step one, what we gonna do? Bookmark, save this video, got that out the way. 2, what we gonna do? Hit that home button. 3, what we gonna do? Click that phone button. 4, what we gonna do? Call our insurance agent and have a good long talk with them. Do I have earthquake coverage? What is my deductible? What is my regular loss deductible? Is it a percentage of my face value, or is it a percentage, or is it $1,000? Because you want your deductible to be $500 or $1,000, nothing more. Okay, and if you have HomeSite, you definitely need to call them right now, because it's a lot of insurance companies, of course, but HomeSite is a place I would never in my life sign with. Now look at me talking about I wasn't gonna make this long, and it's been 6 minutes. I just be yapping. But for a HomeSite is a really bad insurance company. We used to have customers calling all the time that had like a loss, maybe a fire or flood, or water, sewer backup, some type of covered loss, and they would call us and they would be so mad because they thought that they had $1,000 deductible, and no, the little fine print says, yeah, your deductible is like 5 or whatever percent of your the value that they cover for your home. So yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. But yeah, make sure you follow the steps. They're easy. And you'll be hearing from me soon. I'll probably be hearing from y'all soon. Okay? Good day.